Lesbian detectives. Unsolved cases. She's still missing. Yeah, they haven't found her yet. Well, let's talk about it.
They say he vanished without a trace. Could it be a psychotic break or a tragic accident? Police don't know where the body went. Unsolved murders, body still missing. That's unheard. Where's the witness? Lesbian detectives, what's going on? City on high alert, this out the norm. He did what, the who? Man, that ain't real, these crimes ain't true. Then come uncover these theories with us. We live right now, tuning in is a must.
Right now, lesbian detective. We about to start the show, so get your popcorn ready to go. Pay attention to the message I present to you, the lesbian detectives.
This is Lesbian Detectives. I'm Sierra.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And we are here talking about missing and unsolved cases.
We are discussing cases that you have forgotten about or never even heard of.
So sit back, relax, and let's start this podcast. Welcome back, everybody. This is a brand new week and a brand new case.
And a brand new month. It's Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, everybody. And I need to get some Pride stuff because we do not have anything Pride here.
We have one thing at the house. It's a mug.
Oh, it's a mug, yeah.
And then I have one thing at work that was gifted to me. And it's a magnet, like a fridge magnet from Paris. And it says Gay Paris. Or Gay Bodies.
Yeah, that's it. We got it.
We need to do better.
We need to do better. I feel like I've never been that type of person to do all that. Even with my favorite artist or team, I'm like, just chill. I have got your case suggestions, and trust me, guys, we will be doing it. I am working on one right now. I think it's from somebody who already asked for a case before, and I am doing that one. It's coming up soon. I am working on it, so please give me some lightweight. It's coming. This case right here, it hit home because I feel like nowadays so many teenagers and young kids need to hear a case like this so they could be aware of what's going on. Also, parents. I have a daughter. I have a little girl, and if this happened to my child,
You'd be devastated.
I'd be devastated. So, let's start the episode. She was a bright, ambitious teenager with a promising future, an honor student preparing to graduate early, excited about a new internship, and eager for an upcoming job interview. Life at home was stable. Her days were routine and nothing seemed out of the ordinary. But in the stillness of one summer night, she slipped out the house without a word. She left behind everything, her wallet, her charger, even a change of clothes, as if she fully intended to return. A surveillance camera later caught her walking purposefully down a quiet street just blocks away, calm, alone, and then gone. No one has seen her since. Authorities were slow to act, suggesting she just ran away. But whispers began to swirl. Rumors of a secret conversation online, of someone she may have trusted who wasn't who they seemed. There were sights in the shadow corners of a nearby cities. Anonymous calls hinted at trafficking. Reports of a girl being watched, moved, hiding just minutes before police arrived. Always close, never caught up. Years have passed, the tips have slowed, the trail has faded. But some say she's still out there, afraid, controlled, unable to return. And the mystery remains. What pulled her out that night? Who was waiting for her in the dark? And why has she come back? This is the case of Lashaya Stine. Aurora, Colorado is not the sort of place where teenage girls simply vanish into the night. It's a suburb full of chain restaurants, quiet neighborhood, and a mountain view. that stretch over the horizon. On most days, life feels safe, predictable, and ordinary. But on one warm summer night in July 2016, something cracked beneath the surface, and a 16-year-old girl named Lashaya Stine walked into the crack and never came back. Lashaya was born on February 8, 2000, the only daughter among 6 siblings, raised by her mother Sabrina Jones, in a house full of love and expectation. She wasn't the type to rebel or push boundaries. She was the type to exceed them. Smart, quiet, and focused. Lashaya had a life planned out. She was an honor student at George Washington High School, set to graduate ahead of schedule. She had dreams, clear, achievable dreams. She wanted to be a nurse. She wanted to help people, and she just landed an internship at the University of Colorado Hospital. Even her free time was filled with purpose. She was preparing for a job interview for July the 16th and was learning how to drive. She was not a troubled teen. She wasn't running from anything. In fact, it was the opposite. She was running towards the future. But even bright stars can be pulled into darkness. The week in July, everything seemed normal. There was no fight, no distress signals, and no dramatic changes in Lashaya's behavior. She spent time with her family. She was at home, and then in the early hours of July the 15th, 2016, while the world around her slept, she slipped out quietly of the house. It was sometime around 2 a.m. She took almost nothing with her. No wallet, no change of clothes, not even a phone charger. It didn't feel like a runaway. It felt like a short trip, something quick, something she planned to return from. Security cameras caught her about 30 minutes later, walking alone near the corner of Mount View Boulevard and Piara Street. She didn't look frightened. She wasn't running. She didn't glance over her shoulder. She looked like a girl with a destination, a girl who thought she knew where she was going. But that was the last time anyone ever saw her, at least for certain. When morning came and Sabrina realized her daughter wasn't home, panic replaced the stillness of the home. Lashaya had a job interview that day, something she had been excited about. She wouldn't have missed it. Sabrina called her phone. No answer. She retraced every possible step Lashaya could have taken. Still nothing. At first, the police seemed unconvinced that anything sinister had happened. They treated it like a runaway case, a misunderstanding. Maybe it's a rebellious stage. But Sabrina knew better. Her daughter didn't just disappear. Then the whispers came. Hints, rumors, anonymous tips. Someone suggested Lashaya had been speaking with someone online. Maybe she was lured by someone she trusted, someone who wasn't what they seemed. Sabrina's heart twisted with fear. Lashaya was smart, but she also was too trusting, dangerously trusting. She is more naive than most, Sabrina once said. She'll be easy to control and manipulate.
As weeks turned into months, eerie stories began to surface. Some said they had seen a girl who looked like Lashaya in a rundown part of Denver. Others said she was being trafficked, kept under control by someone she couldn't escape. The stories were always just vague enough to doubt, but just specific enough to terrify. A motel here, a blue SUV there. A girl moved just minutes before the police arrived. Once, during an undercover operation, a local pimp claimed he knew where Lashaya was. He said she was constantly watched, controlled, that she couldn't leave. But the information led nowhere. Just another dead end in a maze of shadows. Another time, a woman at a safe house for trafficking survivors told workers she'd been trafficked with Lashaya. She said the girl wanted to go home, but was too scared. Maybe she feared the man who controlled her. Maybe she feared what her family would think of her now. Years passed. Lashaya's face appeared on flyers, in news segments, and on podcasts. Her case drew national attention, but it never brought her home. People say she was spotted in Kansas, then Wyoming, then Colorado again. Her weight had dropped, Someone claimed she wore a straight wig, changed her look, always just out of reach, always gone by the time someone arrives. Tips load, but Sabrina never did. She chased every lead, driving to motels in the middle of the night, walked into dangerous neighborhoods alone, talked to strangers who whispered secrets they were too afraid to say out loud. Some said the man keeping Lashaya was powerful, dangerous, unnamed. And there was one strange piece of the puzzle that Sabrina never forgot. A time before all of this, months earlier, when Lashaya vanished for just 20 minutes, it had rattled her. It was so out of character. She had returned at the time, brushing it off, but Sabrina now wondered, was that the beginning? Had someone already started pulling her in back then? Today, nearly 9 years after that night, Lashaya Stine remains missing. No confirmed sightings, no arrests, no answers. Just a trail of fragments, a grainy video, a vanished girl, an unfinished future. There is still a $15,000 reward for information. The case is still open with the Aurora Police Department and the FBI, and Sabrina still waits. In her heart, she believes Lashaya is alive, somewhere out there, trapped, maybe, or afraid, but alive. The girl who wanted to help people, who dreamed of becoming a nurse, who walked into the night with nothing but her trust. Trust that was so easily taken and perhaps never returned. Somewhere in the silence, her story's still unfolding, but no one knows where she is, and no one knows why she left. Not yet. Before we end this case, let's remember the young girl that went missing. Lashaya Stine was only 16 when she vanished into the night. A gifted honor student from Aurora, Colorado, Lashaya was known for her intelligence, kindness, and determination. She dreamed of becoming a nurse, had just secured an internship at the University of Colorado Hospital, and was preparing for a job interview she was genuinely excited about. She wasn't a rebellious teen. She was focused, goal-driven, and deeply loved by her family. But in the early mornings of July 15, 2016, without warning, she slipped out of her home while everyone was asleep. Surveillance footage captured her walking calmly just a few blocks away, near Mountain View Boulevard and Peoria Street. And then she disappeared. She left behind all her belongings as if she intended to return, but she never came home. Her mother, Sabrina Jones, immediately knew something was wrong. She also knew her daughter, sweet, sheltered, and painfully trusting, could be easily manipulated. While authorities initially dismissed her disappearance as a runaway case, Sabrina refused to accept it. She took the investigation into her own hands, chasing every lead, knocking on doors, driving through dangerous neighborhoods, and answering anonymous tips that all seemed to echo with the same dark possibility. Lashaya had been lured by someone and was now being trafficked. Over the years, witnesses have come forward saying they saw her. Thin, wearing a wig, scared. Some claim she was being held under a watch. A young woman at a trafficking shelter even said she had been trafficked alongside Lashaya, and that Lashaya wanted to come home, but she was too afraid. Sabrina has never stopped searching. From motels to back alleys, she followed every thread. No matter how fragile or dangerous, she's heard it all. That her daughter was moved moments before police arrived. That a mysterious man was controlling her. That she's been seen in other states. Kansas, Wyoming, back in Colorado. Yet still, Lashaya remains missing. This isn't just a case of missing people. It's the story of a mother who refuses to give up, and a daughter who still may be out there, trapped, afraid, and waiting to be found. The mystery remains: what happened that night? Who was waiting for Lashaya? And what will it take to finally bring her home? This is the case of Lashaya Stine. Now let's get into some theories.
Theories.
Let's get into some theories. Let's get into some theories. Everyone is a suspect until proven guilty. Let's get into some theories. Lesbian detectives. What type of thoughts you thinking? What theories running through your mind? I'm thinking all types of suspicion, uncover the truth, what we can find. Witness say they saw somebody creeping out the back door. What you think they did it for? That's so crazy, I'm not sure. They found a car, where could she be? Here go another puzzle piece. Researching through your history, it's plenty unsolved mysteries. Everyone is a suspect until proven guilty. Let's get into some theories, yeah. Let's get into some theories. Let's get into some theories. Everyone is a suspect until proven guilty. Let's get into some theories. Let's begin detectives.
You or me?
Go ahead.
So this one is hard because how the mother talked about her, it seemed like she will be easy to manipulate
Right.
and to control. And I think that's a fear as a mother, that your child, you know that your child is this easy. And then whoever got them, they got them. Like, it's even if her mom come and like, hey, like, come with me, her daughter probably too scared and too controlled. But like, no, mom, like, I have to stay here. And that's another fear that probably go through Sabrina's mind. Like, what if I do find my child? What if she doesn't want to leave me because she's too scared and she's too controlled? What if she had many chances to run, but she like, no, like, I'm controlled here. And one thing is, I do feel like this person probably slid into her DMs and started talking to her online and got her trust. And the sad thing about this, she had to tell this person her dreams and goals. And she could have told them, like, yeah, like, I want to be a nurse. I got this on me. I want to do this. I want to do this. And they still took her.
Right.
Even though she said all my dreams and goals, all these things I want to achieve in life, they were so cold-hearted and evil and took her anyway. I'm not saying like, oh, somebody from a bad neighborhood should be taken. I'm not saying that. I feel like nobody should be human trafficking. I feel like that's wrong. If you want to do the trafficking, you be that person. You go out there and sell your body and see how you freaking feel.
Right.
I bet you couldn't do it. But I did know somebody who was a prostitute. And they said that they got high a lot because it takes the pain away. Like, sleeping with so many people, it's not fun.
Yeah.
So it's like, she could be on drugs now.
Yeah.
Like, what if, like, to control her, he did start giving her drugs and then her body got addicted to it. And that's another control. He'd be like, hey, you know, like, go make this amount of money if you want to come back, if you want to get these drugs.
Right. Yeah, so I agree with your theories. She was easily manipulated, so whoever got into her head brainwashed her. She's pretty much embarrassed, I feel, or ashamed to come back, it almost seems, because that person that said that was with her said that she was scared, but she was also ashamed. So I want to know how the other person got away.
Sometimes they just can run. Like, if say that she's not like one of his prizes, and he's like, you're not bringing me enough money. Like, you beneath me. Like, really, like, mess with her. And like, one day she's like, okay, I'm just gonna run away. He probably didn't even search for her because she wasn't a prize, or he probably was done with her. Because sometimes when they get done with them, they're like, okay, go. Like, or they send them to the next person. You never
Well,
know.
they're always scared that they're gonna talk to the police and then they're gonna be found. But obviously, these people, it seems like they have contacts because right when a raid is gonna happen, they're already gone, and it's too many coincidences. I feel like Lashaya could probably try and run away, but because she feels so ashamed, she doesn't want to. She probably feels that her family's not gonna want her anymore, or they're gonna see her as less than, which is a shame because I saw this analogy on TV and it was basically a dollar bill, and it was a crisp dollar bill. Everybody wanted it, right? And then they went ahead and they wadded it up and they were asking, do y'all still want it? And people were like, yeah. Like, at the end of the day, it still holds its value. It's still a dollar. It's been through some stuff, but it still holds its value. So that's something that she has to remember, is the fact that she still holds her value, even though she's been through a rough patch and things aren't the same. People out here still love you and they want what's best for you.
Yeah, because her mom is searching. Her mom is like physically risking her life to go look for her daughter. And I would sit back thinking of it, what you just said about the motel. What if it was a dirty cop?
Yeah.
Because the pimp, when he like, because the pimp, okay, let's be honest, pimp, he was a snitch. He was like, look, I can tell you where this missing girl at right now. I can go, go get her. I can help y'all go raid these people. I feel like whoever was in that conversation, because when they did the raid, it only was a certain amount of people who have known what happened. So I feel like the police should, or if they not, bad cops, to look and say who was in our, conversation when this happened. Because a lot of pimps do have a lot of like dirty
Context.
contacts, but also dirty cops on their payroll. I'm sure like it's a thing, because no offense, no, cops don't make a lot of money,
Yeah.
and they want a life. They see all this money coming. They see these people over doing dangerous stuff. They like, you know what? I'm tired of being a good guy. Let me go get my hand dirty a little bit. I help them. They help me.
Right.
And I feel like she did probably got moved a lot. When that rave happened, they probably like, hey, get her out the state. Get her out. Move her around so we won't get caught with her.
Right.
And to me, it's just sad because I just hate like this part right here. She had such a bright future. And somehow was just so evil and just snatched that away from her. Like people always say, like, life can change in a second. Like you could be living on top of the world, in a blink of an eye, you can be underneath the world.
Right.
And I always wondered, do you think it was a man that lured her or a woman?
I mean, if she was straight, I believe it was a man.
But
Because,
yeah.
you don't really sneak out at 2 a.m. just for a friend. Or if it's with a friend, it's because you want to find a boyfriend or whoever you're attracted to.
I know when I watch a lot of true crime, sometimes they would use a woman to really get to know her, like be her best friend, like, girl, yes. And then they would have the man come in and be the man that she know what she needs. And then that's how they would get them. They work as a team. That's, I don't know if it's a man or woman, but it seemed like you probably have to have like a couple people working with you. I always wonder what happened that first time. Because, her mom said that she did go missing for for 20 minutes. And she came back like, oh, nothing happened. I wonder what happened. Did they try to take her then? Or they were like, oh, no, what happened in that moment?
Yeah, because they probably could have taken her, or they probably just wanted to scout her and to just see before they acted. I want to know, though, this happened in 2016. Social media, I mean, we have the technology. Have they gone through her internet history and found something? Maybe the website she was visiting, who she was talking to?
With this case, to be honest with you, this case is so not well documented. It's no information out there. When I did this case, it was like about 2-3 articles really about her case. And that's sad because 2016, if they could have really did the research on who she was talking with online. I feel like probably the person account probably was like deactivated or something like that. But they could have like did the work a little bit. But the police, they lost so much time because they're like, oh, she just on runaway.
Or were they buying time if they were part of it?
Never know. This person probably on the missing person team. Because, not to think like this, but I really am. Somebody go missing, right? You need somebody on that to make sure that person information never get out. Like to buy them time, to get them okay, chill out on this case. Like say, hey, this is a runaway, or not even listen. Because, say if the police did have somebody taking this note, like, oh, okay, let's go out there, they probably would have found her sooner. We never know. But if you have somebody making sure this case don't see the day of light, you can do anything you really want to do.
I'm curious, though, to the people that say that they've seen her. How is it that you're seeing her unless you're in that lifestyle?
Right.
It just doesn't really make sense to me.
I wonder when that girl who was trafficked went and told the police, like, yeah, I did see her. She said all this thing. Did they ever say, hey, what is your pimp name? Like, really, interview her. I thought they interviewed her, one good time. It was like, okay, you can go. Because she could have really helped them. If you really think about it, she could have gave them names. She could yeah, we go here. He still is she could have told them, well, we don't know if she did say, because I feel like it probably was going to be hush hush. But she could have said, hey, he used Backpage to sell us, or he used this website. He probably used Craigslist. He probably did this. And they could have been watching her, because I know it's teens out there in the FBI that actually sit there and watch for missing children or people to see if they are on those websites.
Right.
It's just a thought. Or that girl I wonder if that girl ever talked to Sabrina. I feel like how her mom is, I feel like I would talk to her. I'm so sorry. Like, I'll like, please, what's her information?
Right.
Where this girl at? I need to talk to this girl. Like, I need to get something information. I need to find my child. I would have. Like, knowing me, I would have talked to that girl.
Right.
If the police were like, no, we can't, I'm going to find her. Wherever she at, I'm searching. That's just me. Just me.
Right.
But Sabrina's not the type of parent like me, so. And this is why I did this case, because it's like, we need to like really sit down as parents to talk about our kids with online danger. Because I feel like kids are getting taken like at the park and stuff, but mostly it's online, because that's where so many kids at that's talking. So many kids that spend their time at, it's online.
And it's easier for the perpetrator to get away because they can just block them if it doesn't work out to their favor. Change their IP address, use a VPN or something. It's easier to disguise.
It's this show on ID, guys, and I cannot think of the name, but like I can picture it. I watched a couple episodes and I just couldn't. It was too much. It's about these group of women and a team. So the women, they look very young, so they would like go online and talk to predators to get them. And like some of the things that they will go through, like the guy will probably would, like do their stuff on camera or say things, and these women are acting like they're 11 and 12, and these guys, they be grown, married with kids and all of that. And it's like that show, if I probably put in the notes or comments, but that show right there, it tell you so much about what's going on in the world. It's like that show, if you can stomach it, I couldn't, but it's a good show to really watch. If you know anything, you can help Sabrina out find her daughter, please go to the police. If you even saw her or you know the person who could have took her or anything, please go to the police.
Or reach out to Sabrina.
Yeah, reach out to Sabrina, because she probably beat down that door and get her kid. And Sabrina, I'm
Rooting for you.
I'll be rooting for you, girl. I'm like, get him, Sabrina. This is our case, guys, and I hope that we help somebody
who's maybe going through this or thinking about doing this. Don't trust anybody on the internet, especially.
Even on dating sites. I will find a case about that sooner or later.
Dating sites, you'll basically share your location with a family or friend, go to a public location, meet up there, and then, meet. But be careful, make sure that you're not being followed. You can even give out a fake phone number now. You can create a fake number on Google if you don't want to give your actual phone number, and then you can block that one if it gets out of hand.
Too creepy.
Yeah, because they can also look up your address with your phone number. So if you're going to do all of that, just take some precautions.
I take a lot of precaution. I do not want to hear it. I do not want anybody to be hurt or trafficked. So please do the work. This is our case, guys, and we hope you enjoyed it, and we can't wait to see you next week. We are on all podcast platforms. We are on YouTube. We are on TikTok. We are on everything. So please come check us out. And I still don't know how long TikTok gonna last. I have said this so much on these shows. I don't even know no more. It get bad and it come back. We don't know. So please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button so you won't be late on a new episode when it drop.
The podcast will drop at 2 a.m. Central Standard Time.
On podcast platforms and at 10 a.m. on YouTube Central Time. So please come watch. This is Lesbian Detective. I'm Sierra.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And don't forget, everybody's a suspect.
So proven innocent.
Bye.
Lesbian Detective. Unsolved cases. She's still missing. Yeah, they haven't found her yet. Well, let's talk about it.
They say he vanished without a trace. Could it be a psychotic break or a tragic accident? Police don't know where the body went. Unsolved murders, body still missing. That's unheard. Where's the witness? Lesbian detectives, what's going on? City on high alert, this out the norm. He did what, the who? Man, that ain't real, these crimes ain't true. Then come uncover these theories with us. We live right now, tuning in is a must.
Live right now. Lesbian detective. We about to start the show, so get your popcorn ready, let's go. Pay attention to the message I present to you, the lesbian detectives.